Okay, Reebok CrossFit Connect. Move with purpose is a shout across the gym floor you might hear from a coach. And you're like, what purpose? Is the purpose because the whiteboard says so? And it's quite hard to get on board and motivated to do something if you don't know why you're doing it. So we're going to try and give you some information, especially about the upcoming program cycle, about why we've programmed certain things, why we've asked you to do certain movements, and why we've asked you to do things in a certain way. So that when the shout across the gym floor is, move with purpose, you go, I know the purpose. I'm going to move with that purpose in mind because I know the benefits that I'll get from it, the progress I'll make with an end goal in mind. So it's much easier to be enthusiastic, which breeds motivation, and you'll progress a lot more effectively. Today's information is about an 8-minute window, the short workout that the coaches know never goes down too well. It's not a popular choice. People go, oh, 7 minutes, is that it? So we need a good reason to program that, knowing that it's not the most popular thing in the world. And we have a great reason to program that, lots of them, which is what we're going to go through. So that hopefully we can change a mindset so that people will actually really embrace the short, intense workout and acknowledge and kind of appreciate the other benefits that come from that. So, optimal physiological adaptations. You get that in a short, intense burst. The science has been there backing it up for many years. It's old news now that the short, intense bursts give you bigger bang for your buck for your health benefits and performance benefits. So we're talking about physiological adaptations, things like an increase in VO2 max, your body's metabolizing fats, your increase of lean muscle tissue, which we'd all appreciate a little bit more. It's very healthy for us. There's lots of health benefits, but that's another video. Broad time and mobile domains is in the CrossFit ethos. So long duration workouts, marathons, ultra marathons, short workouts, 1 rep max lifts, heavy lifts, baseline, a short sprint workout, and everything in between. We need to hit all of them if we hope to be rounded athletes who are capable across the board. That includes the short 8-minute window that's at this end. If we only work that 20-minute zone that we all love to be in, then we're only going to be good and competent in that kind of duration of workout. I think the reason most of us are kind of effective and happy in that 20-minute workout zone, we feel like it's been effective, we feel like we've done a good job, is because we get a lot of reps done, there's a lot of variety, and we feel very tired at the end and we get very sweaty, we get a good sweat on, which is legit. I completely understand it, I'm on board, I encourage it and I enjoy it myself, and we get an endorphin release and there's a lot of psychological benefits associated with that as well. But we have to bear in mind that fatigue is not a fitness goal, it's funny, and sweat is not a fitness goal. We can get sweaty sitting on a hot beach in the summer having an ice cream, but we can't really kid ourselves that it's been an effective workout because we've got a good sweat on. So it's bare fitness goals in mind, really, and quality. Another CrossFit ethos part of the 100 words of fitness, or fitness in 100 words, is yada yada yada, performed at a high intensity. So if you wish to perform things at a high intensity, that means the power output is high. Intensity and power output are essentially the same things, they are directly correlated. And you know, when a workout's really short, you go and you hit it hard for 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you sprint, you don't care how you're going to feel like in 6 minutes because the workout's going to be over, it's done. So we hit it hard. We also know at the other end of the spectrum, 40 minutes later, you're talking things like Murph and the Don, you look at it and you go, I'm going to pace that, I'm going to go slowly so I don't blow out. So we can only realistically achieve a high power output for a short duration of time. If we're performing things at high intensity, it can only be for a short duration of time. Otherwise it's not true intensity. It's hard and it's not necessarily intense. Like I say, there's a broad spectrum to hit, so we're not always looking for intensity. But in the case of 8 minutes, we definitely are. We have to earn our intensity. we can't just go bang, have a load of intensity, because we won't necessarily have the right foundation for it. We can get injured. We've not pushed ourselves that far before. We don't know how to. So we earn it. We earn it through good mechanics, good technique. Once you have consistently good technique, we go faster, we increase load or add load, and that is what intensity is. Moving load over distance quickly, power output, intensity. And you know, because you've been in enough classes, that to go heavier and go faster, you need to have good movement. To have good movement, good technique, good mechanics, you need prerequisite strength, you need an adequate level of mobility, and you need to have learned the movement pattern. You need to have proprioceptive feedback from a lot of experience in attempting that movement and having success with it. Coaches need to get in, give you movement pattern, give you drills, give you advice, put your body in right positions, and we drill it. To give you all those elements to build good technique that will lead to intensity, it takes time. So we need to dedicate time on our program to strength. We need to dedicate time on our program to mobility. We need to dedicate time to getting in and coaching people movements and doing drills. Which, if that's happening on a Wednesday, for example, that means on Wednesday there's no 20-minute hardcore sweat fest fatigue inducing workout. The workout of the day doesn't have to be intensity. Workout of the day might be a skill practice or strength development. We will endeavour to put intensity in because it is important to keep on top of these physiological adaptations. But physiological adaptations, because it fits the CrossFit model, because it's the high intensity thresholds we're looking at, it's a good reason to select a 7-minute, 8-minute workout. It also, and this is a big deal, it gives us time to put the building blocks in to coach, to build strength. So next time if you come in, you see an 8-minute workout on the board, you should kind of get a little bit enthused by the fact that we're going to do some really good stuff today in learning technique. We're going to do some really good things in developing strength and prerequisite mobility. We're going to put building blocks and progressions in place to develop new skills. And then when you get hit with a 6-minute workout, you know that you can hit it very, very hard with good movement and have success in creating optimal physiological adaptations. It's a win. That is why we program short intense workouts.